What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here. I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. As always, very excited to have you here. And we have a phenomenal webinar training for you tonight. We're in the middle of a series whereby I'm creating a full Facebook marketing campaign that you can copy and paste completely free. So this is going to be really fun. Everybody is piling in the webinar right now. So the numbers are rising. If you got here early, congratulations, because you were able to secure a seat. I'm like 99.9% positive we are going to max out the webinar tonight. So if you're in here, just make sure that you do not leave, because if you do, the chances are you're probably not going to get back in the webinar. Now, last week we had a couple of little technical difficulties. Hopefully this week is a lot better, right? That would be ideal. And we're obviously going to be giving away some cash money. So we're giving away $200 cash tonight. We always give away money on the Profit Power Hour. And I'm going to see if we can get our webcam on here, see if this webcam will work on GoToWebinar. So that should be coming on any minute. Okay, we're on this view today. All right, what's up, everyone? Yes, I got a nice haircut. If you follow me on Instagram, my mom came over and said that my hair looked terrible, and she recommended she give me a haircut. And she's been a hairstylist for 40 years, so I let her cut my hair, and I think she did a pretty good job. You know, it's not too bad. It feels so good. Like, you know, you just never would have thought 6 months ago that you would be so thankful just to get a haircut. That sounds kind of crazy, right? I mean, really, this pandemic has, I think for most everybody, probably everybody, really made us rethink the things that we take for granted. And it's just been wild. But meanwhile, while that's been happening, e-commerce has also had this huge boom, like this massive boom. So last week, I invited you all to a Instagram party. So an Instagram party that we did Wednesday morning with Shopify. I want to pull that up real fast because it was really exciting to do this with everyone. So on my Instagram page, at Adrian Morrison, which you all should see right now. Can everybody see this? Just say yes if you can see this. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so on my Instagram page, which is Adrian Morrison, you'll know it's me because it has the blue check. Be careful, there's a lot of imposters out there. We did a Instagram party with Shopify. So Shopify hosted a pre-party for their big event last week on my Instagram account. And if I click right here, you'll see that the COO of Shopify, his name is Harley. He's become a great friend of mine. Just a phenomenal person and a brilliant person. He came on my Instagram. It's the one right there in the center. I'm loading it up right now. And we did about a 15-minute chat where he went over the state of e-commerce right now. And he said a couple of things that really did resonate with me. And I think with all of our viewers, we had hundreds of people on during that time. You know, and he said that Shopify is doing something that's never been done before. Shopify is arming the rebels, and the rebels are winning. And the rebels are me, it's you, right? Meaning the small guy is getting a fair shot at success online, finally, because, well, I mean, Shopify is making it so simple for people to truly get started and build a business and generate sales online. And the big guys, they're all going out of business because you know, they got all these brick and mortar stores that they can't seem to keep up with. So that said, I highly, highly recommend that you come over here and you click on this video right here. It's kind of cut off and the internet's not letting it load, but actually you'll see it over here on the left-hand side. Watch that where the Chief Operating Officer of Shopify crashed my live and did this phenomenal Q&A with me. And everybody just really enjoyed it. And there was a ton of valuable information there. It was the pre-party to the Shopify Unite event. Lots of valuable info. So go check that out, okay? Now I'm gonna pull back up our welcome screen here. If you are new to the Profit Power Hour, I just wanna explain a couple of things. On the right-hand side is all of my social media. So we post YouTube content, we post a lot of Instagram content, Facebook content, I'm on Snapchat here and there and Twitter here and there. So make sure that you go follow me everywhere, okay? On the left-hand side are some of the must-have tools for e-commerce stores that either we recommend or we've built ourselves. That's on the left-hand side, okay? And every week we give away free cash money for attending these webinars that are completely free. These are not sales pitches. It's just me giving away free time, free training for you. If you do not yet have a Shopify store, then you can start a free Shopify store at shopify.com/Adrian Morrison. They gave me my own URL on the Shopify website. Right now, they're doing a COVID-19 initiative. So you get 90 days free with a free trial for Shopify. Traditionally, it's only 14 days. So this is huge. So go start your Shopify store. And if you go through my link, shopify.com/Adrian Morrison, then you'll get all the special perks from me, plus that 90-day free trial that they've released for all of us. So truly amazing stuff. And on this webinar, what we're doing right now is we have started a journey that we call Shopify and Facebook domination. So just to recap last week's notes real fast, let me pull up my notepad because last week we went over the notepad and we really drew this out. All right, so I'm going to pull this up so everybody can see it. Everybody should be able to see this now. Just say yes if you could see my notepad. So last week we started this new boot camp of Shopify and Facebook domination. If you haven't seen that yet, then you can go to your Access Adrian members area, watch the replay. I'll show you how to get there in just a minute, okay? And I went over the essential steps. So it's 6 essential steps to building a business online with e-commerce, right? And step number 1 was niche discovery or niche discovery, however you want to pronounce it. So one of the things that we did last week, even amongst some of the technical difficulties with the webinar software, is we went to a place called Google Trends. It's a free tool. I'll show it to you again. And what this does is it allows us to predict, right, what the market is interested in right now based off of real data. It's a free tool. You type in a niche, boom, it tells you if it's hot or not. Very, very simple, right? And this allows us to remove emotion from trying to choose what we want to start marketing. And it allows us to start utilizing factual data. So we can run ads and run campaigns that are predictable and evergreen. Evergreen means long lasting, not a fidget spinner that's hot for 4 weeks and you make a bunch of money, then you're back to broke, but something that actually will continue to get new customers replenished every single day. Now, step 2, we also took place in, which is the product hunt, okay? Now, the product hunt is probably, I would say, the most important part of the process. That's where you find a problem and a product that is a solution to that problem. And that's what we did last week. And it was weird. It was a weird problem that we solved. It's not something you would think you would see on one of my webinars, but here we are, right? And once you find that solution to a problem, right, you have a product that's in demand, right? You're not selling anything to anybody. Rather, you're just solving a problem for them, right? And then we go over how to find a vendor that sells that product so you can drop ship that product. Step 3 is ad sniping in the creative formula. So going and looking at other people's profitable Facebook ads and learning and duplicating that success. I have no shame in saying a lot of the success I have comes from duplicating and mimicking what other successful ads were promoting with my own twist on them, right? So it's okay to look at what other people are doing, promoting generic type everyday products, right? And to duplicate that success, right? In a tasteful way. And it's very simple. And this allows you to hit the target right in the center, and that's where the money's at. And step number 4, for everybody watching, was the creative formula. You know, building an ad on Facebook that will convert. And I went over this formula called AIDA, all right? Attention, interest, desire, and action. And with your Facebook ad, you want to make sure that you hit the AIDA. So if you've never written a Facebook ad before, this is going to be great for you because you're going to see exactly how to write a really solid Facebook ad. Something that gets people's attention so they stop scrolling. Something that makes them interested and something that they desire because it solves a problem that they currently face and pushes them to take action. Go to your store and purchase the product, right? And step number 5 is to launch the ad campaign on a $5 per day budget. And we'll get to this later, but step number 6, which is called the optimization umbrella. So this is where we start to squeeze more ROI out of a winning ad. So we make more money from creative, we make more money from upsells, we make more money from our email list. These are all very important things that we have to implement, but they're later down the road. So we will be teaching you those later down the road. Now, if you want to watch a full recap of the training that we did last week, outlining all of these steps over here, all you have to do is go into your members area and access Adrian. So you would just come over here to your access Adrian members area, log in, click on Profit Power Hour, and then click access. And that's going to pull up this free members area, a brand new members area, by the way, with a notepad and everything for you to take notes. Go to webinar replays. This is completely free, 2020 trainings, and then you'll see last week's May 19th training. So if you click on this, all right, I'm gonna turn the volume down so it's not loud. You'll be able to see this entire training with my crazy hair where we went over all of these steps. We found a product, and what we said last week is we're going to take this product that we discovered last week and we're gonna build an ad, okay? So now is the part that's really fun because we found the product. So we've gotten step 1 out of the way. We've discovered a niche, right? And that niche was, well, a weird niche. We went over to Google Trends and we literally just simply typed in, right? We typed in, we typed in new parents, all right? Would you all agree that every single day there are new parents? Yes? Every day people have new babies. So that means every day customers are replenished. Every day there are new parents. They're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? You know, how do I potty train this kid? How do I feed a baby? How do I swaddle a baby? All of these different things. Remember, you're going to be promoting something that maybe you're not interested in. I don't even have kids, right? But I know that it's a big money-making evergreen niche. I mean, just look at The Honest Company with the famous actress, I cannot remember her name, and I said it last week, but it's a $1 billion company now. So she no longer acts, right? She now owns The Honest Company because it solves a huge problem, right? For a lot of parents that want natural type things for their babies. All right, so we found the niche, right? But what's the problem within the niche? Like, what is a big problem within the niche? You can see this is an ongoing evergreen niche. The problem is, how do you potty train your kids? All right, so potty training, look at this. It's crazy because you actually see a big spike, right? You're seeing a spike in this, and I think it's because during this quarantine, more people are at home, and so they're more focused on, you know, potty training their kid because they're not at work all day and they're not tired. They're searching for things. But look at this massive spike that happened in January, right when this pandemic hit. So this is something that's obviously always going to be in demand. It's something that's a necessity in life as a parent that you have to teach your kid. And what we did is we went on Zendrop, right? So you can do this on AliExpress, but Zendrop is free, right? So get Zendrop. If you don't have it, I'll give you the link to get it later. And we went in and we found the product that solved this problem. By the way, real quick, I know this is kind of breaking in, but I forgot to do this. Go to our Profit Power Hour Facebook group right now before we get started with this next section. And I want you to tell everybody to hop on this webinar because Adrian is legitimately going to let us copy and paste a new Facebook ad that he's building for our e-commerce store. Right, so I just recapped everything. We found a product, we found a niche, we know it's evergreen, we know what the problem is, we found the solution that's in demand, and now it's execution time, right? So go to facebook.com/group/profitph, go to the Facebook group right now. This is the time to tell everybody to join. We have a little bit of room left in here, so all you have to do is just come over here and to the group. I got the new Facebook interface all of a sudden, so mine might look a little bit different than yours. Tell people to hop on this webinar. There's a couple remaining spots left, so take full advantage of that, all right? So back over here to Zendrop. Zendrop is one place that we could find this product, but I'm not forcing you to use Zendrop, okay? You can also just as easily come right on over here to right on over here to AliExpress, hit search, and boom, there you go. There's 9,470 results for the Froggy Potty, okay? So we have to be really, really careful with this particular niche and how we advertise it, right? So this is something I've never broken into before. I wanted to do something from scratch with you for fun. So you could see like, what are the struggles? Like, what are the things that the common person starting an ad is going to run into, and how do you overcome those little mini obstacles? And they're not even really like, they're not big obstacles. They're very simple to overcome, but you don't know what it is, you don't know. And this training is to show you, hey, when you run into this, here's what you do. I'm here to help you bypass making mistakes. How many of you appreciate that and enjoy that? Yes, 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 yes. All right, so there's tons and tons. And even if you come over here and click on United States, you'll probably get some, yeah, that ship straight from the US. You can see that they're getting sales. There's 251 of these sold. This is something newer to the market that I've seen. I did the research on this. I have hundreds of dollars invested in different tools that spy on ads and stuff for you. I'm literally paying to do the research for you. And we've discovered, you know, something that's really weird and really odd, but something that clearly seems to be working. So why not give it a shot, right? Well, let's have a little bit of fun with it. So you have AliExpress, but if you're using Zendrop, okay? And Zendrop is, for those of you that are new, it's an amazing platform that really does just automate so many things for you. You can get a Zendrop account completely free. It's free for anybody. But if you want to use their pro account, I actually got you a 90-day free trial, which has never been done before for the pro account, which gives you a lot of other little features and stuff. If you go to profitph.com/Zendrop and use the discount code AdrianVIP90, then you can claim that 90-day free trial. So it costs you nothing and you get to use it, and it'll save you a boatload of money, boatload of time. Highly, highly, highly recommended. So everybody got that? Yes, 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 yes. Maybe even screenshot this, but do not share it, okay? This is for our VIP members only. Zendrop gave this to me because of our friendship and our relationship to do something special for you. Okay, so we found this product, okay? So here it is. Now, this product right here, we can see is a $12 product cost. They're recommending that we sell it for $31. That builds in a $19 profit. But you have to also take into account, we charge people for shipping and handling. Now, Zendrop and AliExpress will automate everything. We never see it, we never touch it, we never handle the product ourselves. It is fully automated, especially if you're using Zendrop. You literally list it and advertise it, you get sales, collect the money, boom, and then they just make sure that it gets to your customers. That's how dropshipping works. So we're actually going to pull in another $5 on top of this because we're going to charge $4.95 for shipping and handling. So our total profit's going to come up to about $23.95. And what I love about Zendrop is they recommend for you exactly what suggested retail price to put this at. Now you can go below that, you can go above it, but it's pretty nice to have a $23 to $24 profit margin built into a product. So now that we found the product, we need to add it to our store, right? We need to get this product on our store, okay? So if you're using Zendrop, which I recommend, and it's free for you to do, even if you don't have the pro plan, it's completely free for you to do. Just make sure that you go through profitph.com/Zendrop and you'll get all the special goodies that they give my students. That's my partner link with them. And we're just going to quickly add this to our store, and I'm going to show everybody exactly how it's done, okay? So we've got this product here. We can order a sample, which I would recommend doing. It'll be great for like, you know, ad purposes later, but we can add this over to our import list. So let's just click add to import list, and you'll see that it is now added to our import list. Now we're going to come up here to the top to our import list. Right here where it says import list 1, and we're going to click that. Okay, we want to get this on our store. All right, so you'll notice here that it allows us to import the product name, add tags, descriptions. It'll have the variants that can be sold, so the different colors that are in here, the images, everything. So some of these we're probably not going to want to sell, all right? We just want to simply sell the Froggy Potty, right? That's it. So we're going to get rid of these other ones. We're just going to really focus on selling this specific product, which, will probably be okay on Facebook. And we just have to do this the right way, okay? And also it's going to import the description, everything for us. So we're pretty much taken care of, but there are things that we're going to want to change on this product, okay? So in Zendrop, again, which everybody can use for free, you don't have to pay for this. If you're selling less than 50 items per month through Zendrop, then they just let you have it for free, right? If you're using my 90-day free trial, you got 3 months to use this bad boy and benefit from it. And if you don't like Zendrop, then you don't have to use it after that, right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to import this in our store. But how many of you would like to see what the exact description should look like, and really what this should look like to make it look nice on your store? Just say me, right? Because look, let's be honest, this description and product name that they have in here, it's not going to be perfect for us. So y'all can follow along with me, and y'all can add the same product to your store from AliExpress or Zendrop. That's completely up to you, okay? So what we want to do is we want to go in here, and we just simply want to name this our, Froggy Potty Trainer, okay? You can add tags to this, which could be, babies. So this would let us know that it's in the baby niche, all right? And then collection, we can put it in mother and kids. Description of this, if we were to write a description, and by the way, all right, every time that we go through and we launch a product from AliExpress, just to keep things real, you want to make sure that when you launch this, you're not launching something that infringes on the rights of another product or ad rights or whatever it may be. I know that sometimes can be like a weird road. 99.9% of the time, you're all good. We just randomly found this product here. So it's a neat product. It doesn't have any brand names on the product. So you want to make sure that you're not selling fake Louis Vuitton bags, or you're not selling a product with a brand name on it that's really not the brand. And so when you go through, AliExpress, sometimes you will run into those vendors, right? That sometimes will, be selling a product that has a brand name on it. It's really not that brand's product. So what I love about Zendrop is they're listing these products from a reputable vendor that makes sure that these products are, not misrepresenting that they are a part of a brand they're not a part of. I don't even know if there's a brand that puts this froggy thing out. And remember, this is for example purposes only, okay? Educational example purposes, me going and building this campaign for you. So coming back over here, what would we put in a description here, okay? So first thing I would do is I would say, mothers are going crazy over these, all right? And you know what, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't even say mothers, I had a typo anyways, I would say parents, all right? So new parents are going crazy over these. And then I would just simply say something like, it's so cute and fun that your kiddos cannot resist running to try it. All right, so we want to come over here and we want to start typing. This is just what I would put in the description, okay? All right, so it's a fun and simple way to simplify potty training. All right, so then we're going to put in maybe say a couple of features about this product that make this product ideal, right? So we might say, fun spinning, aiming target, all right, makes them practice in a fun way. All right, then we might say quickly develop a habit. It's cute and attracts them like a magnet. All right. Better access than a regular toilet. Install at the appropriate height for your child. Okay. And then we might even put in like easy to empty and clean with a removable bucket that even a kid can empty. All right, so these are features. It's fun, right? It's attractive to the kid. It makes them want to, go use it. It's better access because it's, you're not on a step stool or anything. I don't know. So these are some little things that you might put in there, right? So we'll get rid of that line now. And then we're going to say, this is the perfect way for helping your little one. Let's say become potty trained. Okay. So then down here, what we'll do is we'll say something in nature of, let's just say, this is a true no-brainer, and add on, perfect add-on to your parenting arsenal, okay? And then you might want to put like specifications. I'm looking at the product description over here. So this will all be listed already. So we'll just say non-toxic. This is going to be very important. Friendly, environment friendly. So we're going to say colors. All right. So I believe we have the colors of blue, green, and brown. We have the dimensions of this. Again, this is all stuff that's listed on the product. So we'll say dimensions. Okay. I'm just going to copy these dimensions real fast. Let's see if I can copy these. I can't. My mouse over there is not clicking. So we'll just put these. Usually you can just copy and paste these. So this would be the specifications, because people are going to make sure that this, fits, or, people like to know these things. So, a boring lesson, but a lesson nonetheless. They want to know the specifications of a product. So this is all going to be listed. All right, package includes, all right, 1 2-piece frog urinal, and we'll say, whoops, where's my and key? Weird. Should know where that is. And 2 suction cups, because it goes on the wall. Hurry and order yours now while they are in stock and on sale. Boom. All right, so essentially what we did is we just wrote out like an entire description for this, right? This is key, right? Interest and desire, right? We're using copy here to convert people, because this is not a free plus shipping item. This is an item that costs a little bit more. So we're going to want to finesse a little bit with this. Right now, the next thing is we can come in here and we see the different variants, okay? So we have different variants in here, and we can list it at the sale price, which is $31.40. That's what Zendrop is recommending. We're going to want to only import the froggy item. So, they have another item in here listed. So I don't recommend doing this item with the other one. It's like 2 different products, so I wouldn't recommend doing those together. Now, remember, if you're using Zendrop, you have the ability here to turn on express shipping. Express shipping is going to get you faster shipping from this vendor. Right now, during this time with this pandemic, all shipping is a little bit behind, but it's important to remember you can turn on express shipping, and that takes your cost up from $2 to $5, okay? So account for that. That's going to take a little bit of your profit margin, but remember, you're going to be charging another $4.95 on top of what you see on the screen here for shipping and handling. So you should be always be solid on this. Okay, so is everybody with me? Yes? And now all we really have to do is just hit import to store, right? So we're importing this to our store now. And any minute, this is going to be in our store. So you'll see right here that we have now added the product to our store straight from Zendrop. Again, Zendrop is a free tool that anybody can use. And we can now come over here and we can view this on Shopify. Okay, so we can view it on our Shopify store. I put it on our test store, Gear Grabber, and you're going to see that we have the description already put in here. Okay, so we get to go over this. We get to make sure that it looks and feels the way we want it to. It's got all of the images. I would recommend taking this green one over here and moving this green one here so people can see that this here is the the main photo. And yeah, everything is set. Like, we've got a nice description on our store. We can preview this. Let's make sure that it looks good. These are the steps that you take to launch a product. All right, so when I come over here to our store, I'm not really happy with the way this description looks, right? So what I want to do is I want to modify this. So let me show you what I would do in this event to modify this, all right? So I would come over here and I'd put this in bold, all right? So we come right here, bold this text, and then we would, let's just drop. I want everything to be a little bit closer together. For some reason, Zendrop put an extra line in front of everything. So we'll just, get this stuff out. I'll come over here and we've got our specifications, so we're good. Let's do this real quick. Okay, so specifications, maybe you want to underline this. We can also change the font and the heading and all that good stuff. Now for this stuff, what I would do is I would just put this, I would italicize this so it sticks out a little bit. And then down here, right, we would also want to just say, hurry and get yours. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to underline this, bold this, and then maybe we can even change the color of this. Let's change it to red. So we want people to know, hurry and order yours now while they're in stock. Now, very important thing that you want to list, all right? Another thing is, right now, if this is coming from China, a supplier in China, you want to say, due to the current state of, or I would say due to shipping delays and high demand, please be notified this product will be processed and shipped within 20 days, all right? Or whatever Zendrop says the wait period is. So we're not gonna wanna hide this, all right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in black, and then we're gonna come over here, we're gonna italicize this a little bit, and we want people to see this. Like, we don't wanna hide that. People know right now it's actually great because people know that they know that shipping is delayed right now. Everything is delayed. I ordered stuff when my house got hit by a tornado in February. I ordered new nightstands from Z Gallery, and I still don't have them. It's been like 2 months and I still don't have them. And they keep saying shipping delays. All right, so now what we can do is we can roll over here, check out our description over here. We got our specifications, colors, due to ship. All right, everything is here. And the only thing that we didn't do is make sure that that picture was there, but we can do that later. I don't want to waste any time on that. All right. So we want to make sure that we always have our default photo as the main photo for this. We'll put that one right there, and then we will hit save. That's our default photo. Okay, sweet. So now we have our product listed. What we want to do is we want to test this product, and we want to make sure that this product works out at shipping, everything like that, okay? So another thing I noticed is they're listing the colors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really like that. So you might want to come over here, and inside of here, these are the little things that you would do, is we maybe just do this one like yellow. This one would be, brown. This one would be, blue, red. This one would be yellow, blue. All right, and this one would be green, okay? So that way here, we've renamed our variants. Let's go ahead and let's hit save. This makes it easier for people to choose a color. All right, now this is saved. So now when I come over here and I hit refresh, you'll see that we've got brown, we've got, you know, blue and red, then we've got yellow and blue, and then we've got our green, okay? Next step is hit add to cart, and let's go through and make sure that the product is looking good, all right? So we've got the product added to our shopping cart now, all right, Froggy Potty Trainer, there it is. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the checkout process, and let's just make sure that when we get over here, we have all the details put in. All right, so all of the details put in to make sure that it's set up right. All right, this is basic for my veterans on here, but I do this for every product. I don't do it, my team does this. All right, so we'll just do, you know, 55 or whatever, example drive. I'm gonna put some bogus information in here. We'll just put Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, continue to shipping. All right, now, we'll see that the shipping and handling is on here. So everybody see this? Yes, 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 yes. Now I'm using Shipping Hero, okay? Shipping Hero is a automated shipping app that I use, that I created, that I designed, that's epic and automates shipping and allows you to even upsell at shipping for the insured shipping and handling. So you'll notice that now we're getting $36.35 for this product. So know your numbers, right? Our product cost on this in Zendrop left us with, I believe it was after their shipping, a $17 profit, but we're actually putting on another $4.95 because that's what we charge for shipping, right? And if people say, you know, I want the insured shipping, I want to make sure if this gets lost with all this craziness going on with shipping in the world and everything, it's only $2 more, and they guarantee that even if, you know, the parcel loses it, they will still be responsible for it. Because typically, in the rare event that a parcel loses an item for a customer, it's really, you know, the parcel's FedEx or UPS or whatever, USPS, it's their responsibility, right? Because they lost the item. This is where we say, hey, well, no questions asked. If it doesn't get delivered, we'll send you another one, no cost to you. So $2, that's a pretty dang good bargain, but that's $2 extra profit in your pocket on every item sold. That adds up. So if you did have to replace somebody's item here and there, the profits would likely outweigh, right, the replacement, because it's a numbers game. So now we know that we could get $38.35 for this product. So that's amazing. We've got it set up on our Shopify store. It's looking good. It's looking nice. We know that we have a phenomenal profit margin built into this product. We know that we can get express shipping on this product. And you know, we know that it's a product that is in demand, because if you come over here and you look at Google Trends, I mean, come on, like, check this out. This is crazy, you know? I mean, this is on a 0 to 100 scale. Google is saying that this is up in the 100 level, which is like in the highest demand, the highest trend right now. And we can go all the way back, and I mean, guys, we can look at the past 5 years. Look at it, past 5 years. This is always 50 and above on Google Trends. So it's a weird item. It's not what I thought I would be teaching you to sell, right? And maybe you don't even sell this product. Remember, I'm going over this for educational purposes only. You guys can copy the methods and the madness behind this. And I have no clue like what the results will be with this. I just found it on Zendrop. I saw the ads trending. I did the product research with tools and softwares that I bought, that I use for you to make recommendations and whatnot in the future. And I know that it's an evergreen niche. I know it's a problem that's going to be solved. So now the next and the last and the final piece was to get our Facebook ad built, right? To build our Facebook ad. How do we know what a good Facebook ad looks like? Because listen, we've got the item on our Shopify store. I mean, y'all saw the description that I put in. You saw exactly how I would frame this. You see it, you know, it's on the store, and it's for sale. Zendrop will automate everything. It is good to go, right? Don't worry about these upsells. That is step 6. That's the optimization umbrella. We'll get to that later. How do we get upsells for a kid's item like this? Okay. So that being said, again, we've got our description here. This is kind of how I write things. And now I told y'all last week, when it comes to writing a good ad, right? The creative is the second most important thing. You got to find the product, and then you have to have a good creative. So if we look over here at our formula, all right, our formula is AIDA, attention, interest, desire, and action. And I said, I want to do a case study for you next week, or last week, I said, I want to do a case study for you. I'm actually going to go to Fiverr, and I'm going to get one of these people to, I'm going to pay them to build me a nice little ad. Because I know that a lot of you probably don't have video editing skills, right? And video ads are crushing it, and they always have crushed it. So, you know, ideally you want to launch this as a video ad, right? With some fun music behind it, whatever it may be, when you're launching any product, okay? So that being said, what I want to do is I want to show you a quick case study of how this worked over the last week. All right, so I went into Fiverr, all right, and I did some research, all right? I came over here to Fiverr and I typed in drop shipping ads. So if you come over here to Fiverr, it's fiverr.com with 2 R's at the end, and you type in drop shipping ads, you're gonna see that there's a lot of people that are 60 bucks, 20 bucks, you know, $10, $30. Again, you can do this yourself for free, but I just want to say, what's the easiest way, right? So I just came in here and clicked on one of these after doing a little bit of research, and I found a vendor that does items. It was actually, I believe, this vendor right here, okay? And what they will do is they'll create a drop shipping video for you, and they do it in less than 24 hours. So they take a look at your product and they will make a nice little video for you. So this is their presentation of what they said that they would do. They're gonna make things with animated emojis and examples, right? 20 bucks, and you get a professional ad done for you. I don't make a dime if you go use Fiverr. So I'm not, you know, being an affiliate for this or anything. I usually make my own ads, but I want to do something that I know everyone in here could replicate and duplicate. How many of you in here are with me on this? This is not required. You could just use the images, and Facebook will let you make a free slideshow. But I really wanted to do this next level for you, okay? So I went to Fiverr and I said, you know what, I'm gonna pay 20 bucks and I'm gonna get them to make this ad for me. And then, you know, if it's a good ad, then I will share it with my group as for educational and case study purposes. And I'll let you guys, you know, download it and see it and access it. So anyways, I went over here, I clicked on this vendor, all right? And this is kind of what we did. I did for 10 bucks, I placed an order, and I did it last minute. I wanted this 24-hour turnaround time, so you'll all be able to see here. All right, here's the order on Fiverr. Okay, I placed the order May 25th in the early afternoon. They had a 24-hour turnaround time, and I told them, I said, please only use the images of the Froggy Potty, because there were some other images on there, and you can just see where they said, okay, thanks for your patience. Here's the video, it's attached below, right? So I came in here and I gave them all of the information that they need. I said, all right, here's links to the product on AliExpress. I'd like the video to include, you know, a header and a footer with some emojis. I said, please do this, very important, especially with these types of products. Do not include any images of children in this video ad. Try to use the stock photos from the links I posted above. I want to make sure we're only using images that do not infringe on anyone's copyright. Here's a valuable lesson, okay? When you go to Fiverr and you get ads like this, and there's these vendors, oftentimes they're in other countries. They don't have to worry about, you know, the law. And obviously, if they're doing things wrong, then Fiverr would kick them off, so it's pretty safe. But I specifically asked this vendor, I said, do not include any images of kids in this video, okay? Because I do not want, like, I don't know, like, where they're getting this video footage from, whose kid it is. You don't want to put an ad out like that with a picture of someone that you don't know unless you know you have the right to use it. Make sense? Yes? And many times a supplier will give you images and videos, right? Like that. And then I said, just use the stock photos. The stock photos would be just the product photos like Zendrop has, just the pictures of the potties. Everybody with me on that? Okay. And so the vendor came back. They gave us the final product, as you can see here. All right, so here's the final product. They did it legit in like less than 12 hours. They delivered it to me at 5 in the morning. And they said, here's the video, thanks for your patience. If it's not to your satisfaction, you get a revision, because they will do it a couple of times reasonably until I'm satisfied. How many of you in here would like to see the video that they made? Just say yes, 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 yes. Okay, I'm going to show it to you, and then we're going to discuss the problems with this video, okay? Because there are problems, and I wanted to launch this week, but I'm not satisfied with the video, and I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. All right, so here's the video. Can everybody see this? Now they put some music behind this. I'm just going to turn it down because I don't want the music to compete with my voice. But as we play this, notice it's the perfect toilet training for boys between ages 1 to 6, environmentally friendly material, non-toxic, super suction cups that stick to tiles, firm and reliable. And you see the emojis at the top. It's really cool, really fun. And there's this video of someone demonstrating how the product works, right? Which is great and phenomenal. And I think when you're doing drop shipping and you're doing something like this right here, which that's a great call to action, to order now, this is a great video. So why would I say that there's a problem with this video right here? What is the issue that I feel like there is with this video? How many of you in here can guess what the issue is? Just put it in the chat box. I'm very, very curious to see your answers, right? The issue is, I didn't take this video. I don't know if the vendor, I don't know, I don't think the Fiverr person took this video. This is somebody else's video, like the actual footage, right? That's someone else's hand, okay? And so I'm not an attorney. I couldn't get into law school. I couldn't pass the LSAT, right? Failed it like 4 times. All right, but I studied enough to know that I can't take somebody else's video and use it as my ad. You can't do that. And that is why I want to do these trainings for y'all. That's why I wanted to do this example for you, because I want you to launch things the right way. You can't infringe on other people's trademarks, right? You can't infringe on other people's copyrights. And I know 99% of the time people in e-commerce do it and get away with it, but you're here for the long term. How many of you in here would agree that you're here to be here long term? You're here so you can start a business and be in business for many, many years to come, and maybe even sell that business. So if you want to do that, then you got to do things the right way. So as much as I love this ad, I responded to the Fiverr guy today when I was able to view this ad, and I want you to look at my response, okay? So I'm just going to zoom in real fast so you can read my response. Give me just a second here. Okay, so here's the response that I gave them, because I can scroll down and I can respond to them. I said, hi, where did you get this video example from of the product? Do you own the rights to that video demonstrating the features of the product? Let me know. I want to make sure this does not infringe on anyone's copyright. So the sad truth is, tonight we can't launch this ad, because I wouldn't want to launch something in my Facebook account using a video that I didn't take or that I don't own the rights to. Now, the great news is this: they will do a revision, and the revision that I want would be them going to the product inside of AliExpress to one of these links, okay? And it would be them taking these images that are stock images provided by the vendors, right, that we have the right to use, and creating a slideshow and putting some text overlays on the video. It's really simple to do. It's like so easy to do. You could do it in Facebook for free, but Fiverr like automates some things for y'all. So I'm not going to launch that video. I told them specifically just to use the stock photos, right? So you all can see here that I said, right here, I said, try to use just the stock photos from the 3 links above. All right, and he didn't do it. So at this point, I'm going to make him redo it, right? And so that means next week when it's redone the right way, we can actually launch it, right? So it's important that you see, you know, what types of things happen, like when you go to these services like Fiverr. You want to make sure that you think smart. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to complicate it for you. I'm just here to tell you the reality is that you know, if you're going to use a video that someone else took, they own that video unless you have the right to use it. So I suspect that this vendor just found a video on YouTube and ripped it and you know, probably just gave it to me. So that's unsatisfactory, right? And it was only $27, and I could refund it if I'm not happy with it. And so, you know, what I would do is this. So I would come over to Fiverr and I would search. Here's the real next step. But considering, you know, what's going on right now in the world, it's hard to do all this like super fast for you. But I would go to Fiverr and I would look for product demo. Okay, I would search product demo. And what you'll find is that there are some people on here that legitimately you can pay $15 and send them the product. Remember, Zendrop will allow you to order a sample product, right? And you can ship that sample product to the person on Fiverr that you hire, and they will do a professional product. What are the odds of that? So weirdest things pop up online sometimes, but I'll record a video to present business or demonstrate a product for you. So maybe we have this girl right here come in and film us a video, right? She'll demonstrate the product. Maybe it doesn't have her face. Maybe it shows her putting it up and whatever. But for $10, right, they will create a script and they will record an entire demo for you. How many of you in here would see the benefit in something like that? Just let me know if that's something that you would see a benefit in, right? So you can find people all over Fiverr that will go in and they will do demonstration videos for you, and that's really the real next step that I would take if you needed it, right? And I'll be honest with you, like 9 times out of 10, I don't need that. 9 times out of 10, man, I just take the pictures, I create a cool slideshow of the photos, and they work great, right? That's my go-to. My go-to isn't actually demonstrating how a product works. It's showing the stock photos of it and flashing text across it that says like the perfect and fun way to solve your potty training problems and so on and so forth. That's what works well. So what I'm doing is I have one of my personal team members designing a video right now, okay? My personal team is designing a video as I described. I told them to do it this morning. All right, I pay them a lot of money to design videos for me for all of my stuff. And I said, stop what you're doing and design me a video as I described that just uses stock photos, okay? And so that's going to be done later tonight. It's just not going to be done. It wasn't done enough time for this webinar. And what we're going to do is, you know, we're going to have this vendor here recreate this video the way I asked them to create it in the first place. I love the top and the bottom. I think it's great. The emojis and everything are phenomenal. This is like really a nice ad, but we're going to make them do it with just the images and a slideshow. That's going to work a lot better for us, a lot safer. You always want to do things the right way, okay? The right way, very, very key. And this is, once again, the training that a lot of e-com gurus aren't going to give you because they think it's going to scare you away. But you're here because you want to run a real business. And if you want to run a real business, you need to do things the right way, right? We're not here to make some overnight cash and dip out. We're here to start a real brand, okay? And on your flexible e-commerce store or baby e-commerce store, whatever it is, Corey runs a baby e-commerce store. He's made, you know, a lot of sales on that store when he started it. This is a product that we saw trending, right? And that's all we know is that this is trending, it's evergreen, and it's in demand, okay? Solves a problem. So we're gonna have this made for you, and we're gonna actually launch it next week. So what are we going to do next week, okay? Next week, we're gonna have this video ready to go once and for all for you. but then we're going to dive into Facebook ads, okay? We're going to dive into creating Facebook ads for this product. And we're going to jump into the Facebook ads platform. I am going to legitimately show you exactly step by step how to target this product or a product like this on Facebook to get laser targeted customers. All you have to do is just watch the training. And then I'm going to deploy the ad that the vendor makes and the ad that my personal team makes for me for the video ad. But remember, that's not even 100% necessary, okay? Because when you are using Facebook, they will actually create for you some really great ads. All you have to do inside of Facebook is say that you want to create a slideshow. And they actually have an amazing video creation kit right here inside of Facebook. Check this out. So we would choose a template that we like, and it will take the images of the product that we want to advertise, and it'll just put those images up. It'll put our logo in there. It's all copy, paste, drag and drop, and you insert the text in here that you want people to see. So yeah, you don't even have to use Fiverr. This takes a little bit more thought from you to build these, but it's simple. Look, it's amazing actually. So you can do vertical ads if you're advertising on Instagram. You could do square ads if you're just advertising on Facebook, right? And we could say, hey, we want to use this particular one right here. Continue. And then it's legitimately just going to ask us to add photos. Does everybody see this where it says add photo in blue right here? So we can add each of the photos. Maybe we'll even do one like that next week where we add each color variation and then we add some text on top of it. It's really, really simple. We can add music in here that we know is provided by Facebook. So there are easy ways inside of Facebook to drag and drop the images and let their done for you free software create an amazing video for you that I personally have generated tons and tons of money using. But I thought it would be fun. Let's go to Fiverr and get one of these really neat emoji videos made and stuff like that. Thing is I'm not satisfied with the video that they sent, so that delays us just a little bit. But let's take a look at this video real quick before we end this off. AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action, right? So this video right here, I mean, it does tick all the boxes, right? It is an attention. You're like, what is this thing, right? Attention grabbing, right? It's going to get you interested because your targeted audience is interested in desires, right? Probably potty training their kids if they have it at the right age group. And then it's going to get people to take action. So it gives us the benefits. It makes people desire the product. And I mean, overall, I think they did a great job, other than I don't feel comfortable using the video that's in this because I don't know where they got this from. And like I said, I suspect that they got it from YouTube, and therefore we don't own the rights to that, right? That's the things that you got to look out for. So if I came over to YouTube, I bet, and searched for this should be interesting. Let's just come over here and do froggy potty demo. So check this out. There are a lot of people on YouTube that have done demos of this. So I imagine they came and they got one of these demonstration videos. So another great thing that you could do, like this one, baby, whatever, like this one looks really nice, okay? So another thing that you could do is you could go to these channels here where they have the demonstrations of the product already, and you can message these people. You can comment underneath the video. You can reach out to this plug void, whatever, right here. And you can legitimately just say, hey, I'll pay you $20 if you'll give me this footage, right? And a lot of times these YouTube channels like this right here will just, the owner of the channel will say, yeah, I created this video, I may as well sell it to give you the rights to it, whatever. So you could pay them for the rights. These are all different things that you could do if you want to get real technical with stuff. But ideally, Facebook just makes it super easy for you to get started. It's simple. Just do a slideshow video. But I'm going to make some videos. We're going to test all of them. and we're going to do it next week. Next week, we're going to be ready to go. And remember, the next step of this process here is going to be, right, once we finally get this ad launched due to this delay, I know that kind of stinks, but you can kind of see how, you know, I want to teach you how to do this the right way, is next week we're launching the ad with the bullseye targeting. Once we launch it, we're going to pray that we get sales, right? We're going to optimize it. We're going to add some upsells. We're going to start building an email list, hopefully. And, you know, we'll have a couple of different creatives. How many of you enjoyed this so far? Just say yes, 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 yes. Okay, sweet. So I want a couple of things I want you to remember before we end off here, all right? Number one is, if you're not using Zendrop, all right, you can get 90 days completely free to Zendrop with their pro version, which gives you all sorts of different features and stuff. That's typically like 50 or 60 bucks a month or something. You get it completely free, no catch, no strings, like all access, full access for 90 days. If you don't want it after 90 days, just cancel, right? And then you can use their free membership, which most of you would benefit from anyways, because as long as you don't sell more than 50 products a month, you can use it for free. So if you're not a power user, they give it to you for free. But this is going to automate fulfillment, automate adding it to your store. They're going to be responsible for everything. You legitimately just win, right? You get to just send traffic to the product. Or you can go to AliExpress like I've taught you. And then you could say, you also get a 90-day free trial with Shopify for a new store if you want to open one at shopify.com/Adrian Morrison. All right. Yeah, shopify.com/Adrian Morrison. Just want to make sure I had that right. So Zendrop, and then down here, your Shopify trial that you'll get access to. That's something new. If you already have a Shopify store, you don't need to go open up a new one. But if you do not have a Shopify store, you can get 90 days completely free with all sorts of benefits at Shopify. They've never done this before. And you can get it through my link at shopify.com/Adrian Morrison. You can get 90 days to Zendrop Pro, and you can get that at profitph.com/Zendrop. And next week, I'm also going to show you a brand new feature that Zendrop just added in to their platform that's for everybody that's on that pro plan that's got that 90-day free trial. So it's going to be amazing. So next week, just to recap, we're finally going to have this ad. I'm going to make sure it's done right. I want to make sure that we do things the right way always. All right, I'm not cutting corners here. I want to make it done right. Hope that you enjoyed the training tonight. You learned a little bit about the process. You know, what we do when we launch these products, how we list them on our store, the description that's on our store, how we do everything. I'm just showing you how I would personally launch a product from scratch, and you get to watch everything, and you get to see, you know, what the results are. Who knows? I really don't know what the results will be. I'm going to take the risk for you, right? That's the idea of this. I'm taking the risk for you. And we'll see if this is a niche that pans out. I've never marketed anything like this in my life. That's what's exciting and that's what's fun about this. So you get to see the mistakes I make, you get to see how I avoid mistakes in the future, and the pivots that I make and how I fix things if they're not working. So it's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting. Remember to be here next week, same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour. Now, we're going to go live in the group, and I'm going to give away some cash money in the group. So make sure that you go to the Profit Power Hour Facebook group. And if you're not in there, go to the group now. I'm going to go live in about 5 minutes. We're going to give away $200. So I love you all. Hope you enjoyed this training. I'll see you next week as we continue this series, this boot camp here of launching a product from scratch. We'll see what the results are. And I cannot wait to see you next week at 9 p.m. EST live here on the Profit Power Hour. So have a great night. Stay safe, stay inside, wear your face masks, do whatever you got to do to keep the world and make the world a better place. I love you, and I'll see you on our next webinar. Good night, y'all.